Actor Ramya that's come to the defense of actor-turned-politician Kamal Haasan, saying the calls to boycott his film is wrong and a faux pas is excusable after the actor-turned-politician has sparked this major controversy with his remark claiming that Kannada was born out of Tamil. Well, the comment triggered strong backlash with politicians, language activists and film bodies condemning it and seeking an apology. And Radhika, the timing of this, given the fact that he was out there promoting his film and, calls to boycott his film are in fact getting louder and bigger by the day. But it is an actor Ramya, who's coming out in his defense.
Absolutely. Actor Ramya coming out in Kamal Haasan's defense. In fact, she's saying that while Kamal Haasan's comments were factually incorrect, the calls for boycott were unwarranted, emphasizing the shared Dravidian roots of languages like Tamil, Kannada, Telugu and Malayalam. She said there's no superior language and urging for respectful dialogue instead of divisive rhetoric. Let's listen in to what Ramya had to say.
What's your take on the matter?
I think Kamal sir has made a factually incorrect statement. Kannada is not derived from Tamil. In fact, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam and Telugu, we're all under the same umbrella of Dravidian languages. So no one is superior or anything like that. We're all one family basically. But having said that, I think it's a bit much, this boycotting, ban. I've never stood for it in the past and I don't stand for it now. I think that's a bit much. And I think we're all adults and we can all engage in constructive dialogue with each other. But yeah, that is my opinion. And I think we as South Indians, we have a bigger problem to battle together, which is the Hindi imposition. I think we're just getting caught up in these petty things as, mother language, daughter language, sister and all of that. And to those, who say Sanskrit is the mother of all languages, I completely disagree with that also. Because the Dravidians were here much before the Indo-Aryan migration, and we're distinctly different. The Indo-Aryan race and the Dravidians are distinctly different. So, of course, the influence of Sanskrit has happened over the years, and which is what we don't want. We want to retain our essence, and we're one of the oldest languages.
Right.
So, yeah. This is what I had to say.
No, but what's even more important here is politicians as well getting involved actively. We've seen both the BJP and the Congress, both of them, of course, have things to say. More importantly, a minister is now writing to the film chamber saying that he should apologize. If he doesn't, we should boycott his movies. How do you really look at this?
So here's the thing, right? I saw Kamal sir's statement much later, of course, where he said that, I said it out of love and love does not apologize. Yeah. I kind of disagree with that statement because I'm of the opinion that in love, there's no ego, The easiest thing for you to do is say sorry and move on. If the other person's feelings are hurt, you just say sorry. So I disagree with that statement. That's my personal opinion. And as far as this boycott and ban thing goes, I'm completely against it. I think it's a bit much. I think you can't force someone to apologize first and foremost. And secondly, you can't punish, we're a democracy and, things don't function like this. And as far as the apology goes, I think Kamal sir should, just apologize because honestly, if he said, he said it out of love, then in love, it should be the easiest thing for him to do.
We're joined by Deepak on this from Bengaluru. Deepak, you had this conversation with Divya Spandana. She's weighed in with a more balanced view, condemning boycott calls certainly. But the fact remains, politicians, activists condemning Kamal's statement and also calling for boycott of his film. And the chorus is only growing. Take us through the latest as far as the demands from various sections of the society is concerned. And how is it panning out in Karnataka?
This statement by Mr. Kamal Haasan, of course, has blown into a full controversy with multiple reactions, of course, from politicians, from actors as well that have come in over the last couple of days. And yes, it seems like, the reaction of Ramya or Divya Spandana here is one of the most balanced ones. While, of course, she says that, he's factually incorrect, but also she says that this call for boycott is somewhere unnecessary and calls for unison of South Indian language languages really, and the fight, she says, is against Hindi imposition and not among the Dravidian languages, and there is no language that's more superior. Meanwhile, as far as Karnataka is concerned, we've seen pro-Kannada activists protest. We've seen them go to the film chamber, say, well, he has to publicly apologize, failing which they should not allow for his movies to play in Karnataka. There's also now the Minister for Kannada and Culture who's written to the film chamber, saying that they should ban his movies. But right now the film chamber, of course, is saying that they will speak to Kamal Haasan about this, and they will take opinion about what he has to say regarding the matter, because he has responded but no apology has come in. So it's a very tricky situation, because at the end of the day, the film chamber will also have to look at the interests of theatre owners, of distributors, producers, and so on, because when the movie releases, it releases in Karnataka too, and there is, of course, a lot of audience for Tamil cinema in Karnataka as well. So all of this is being considered at this point in time, but we'll really have to see whether this drama that's unfolding will force another reaction from Mr. Kamal Haasan himself.